Welcome back everyone, and I hope you're having an awesome day because we have a new big update with Team Azula. As you can see, we've got this pretty little face down here under the camera there. We got some new events, we got some mail, which is actually pretty good. Free skill coin, make sure to pick that up. We've got a couple of things here, but as you see, free skill coin, because the Generations Festival didn't work. But you know what? A skill coin is still a skill coin. Add that to my fine collection right there. As always, we're going to go through the update itself. We'll go through the summon banner, go through the store. There's a couple of changes in there. And all the event stuff, I'll give you a helping hand if I can. Make sure we get those arena tickets, because we all know how good I am at arena. And then we'll leave that for, if you want to read that, we can read that later. So, timestamps down below if you want to skip to anywhere in particular. We'll be doing some summons at the end. We've got a couple tickets saved up. I don't know how many. But we'll also be going live later on today, 6 PM AEST, or Australian time, or whatever you want to call it. And we'll be going through basically the whole event itself. We'll go through new Ozai. We'll do some, maybe do some testing with Azula, our team Azula, if we get her unlocked. And there is a boss battle as well we've got to beat. So we'll see if we can get a free-to-play version out for that. So first off, we're going to do the boss run event. So if we click this, we've got our nature stones, which is good for summoning and that. And then you've got your boss shards. This is going to basically, this is the item that replaces your unagi fins, apples, earth crystals, and caribou fur. Use this now instead of that. It's just one currency, which is really nice. Clear boss battles 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you do, it looks like 20. You do 20 boss battles, doesn't matter what level that you do them. You're going to get 100 free nature stones, which lets you, do some summons and stuff if you like. Clear Invader Zuko boss battle. Aang, Unagi, Boomy, and Princess Azula. There is a new boss battle, the Azula one. If you complete, looks like 6 of them, so it will take you a couple days to do it. But 6 of them, and you'll get some free boss shard items, sorry. So that you can, play more boss battles. And then clear Invader Zuko, Avatar, Aang, Unagi, King Boomy, and Princess Azula's stage 5. I have a guide, I'll leave a link up top for you right now, going through the Zuko to Boomy stage 5, if you need like an idea on what team you can build in that. I'll kind of go in depth on how to kind of counter it, so if you kind of think about what units you have, you can do that. And then Azula will be doing, as I said before, we'll do a stream later. We'll do some testing, see if we can get a team out for that. It's all in all, pretty easy event, just, do your stuff and you'll get rewards, which is always nice. And then we have the battle in New Ozai, which is going to be your event quest one. We've got the burning banners here. That's going to be your event currency. Don't know why I didn't hold it, but okay. Sungi Horn, they're really pushing this. They have added a couple of peace units recently. But they're really pushing that Sungi Horn there. Peace and Chaos ticket. Use this to summon on the banner, obviously. And then we've got some Ascension materials. So this one looks like it'll be for Ty Lee, the little headdress there. And then we've got these little daggers. They'll be probably for Mai. And then this little crown, little Fire Lord crown. That'll be for Azula. That being said, who knows? Maybe they just swapped them all and it's just an arbitrary thing. So if you need those, well, you probably will because they're only new characters. So new Ozai challenges, as you do challenges in this event, you're going to get progress towards this. 250 banners up for grabs, make sure to get them. Clear stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and stage 5 of the new Ozai event quest. So there's 5 stages. As you go through all the difficulties, you're going to be getting your Ascension materials, you get a Sungi Horn, and then right at the end, you'll get some Peace and Chaos tickets, which is nice. And then clear new Ozai battles, so as you just do any stage, doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it looks like 75 battles. A lot of battles, but, over a week you should be able to get that. And that's going to give you some candles, some chaos beads, and some peace and chaos tickets. So you can summon on that banner, get Azula, I believe in you. And then we've got battle using fire element heroes in the new Ozai quest. I really wish they'd made that bold or bigger. But you've got to actually do it in the new Ozai quest itself. You'll get 8 of those, so 80 battles, and you'll get a couple of 3-star candles, which is nice. Battle with Team Azula faction heroes, 80 battles again with any Team Azula faction, so Azula, Mai, Ty Lee, and you'll get 3x8, 24 chaos beads, not too bad. That's actually not too bad, 24 chaos beads. It's almost like going from 50 to 60, I think. And then use Peace and Chaos tickets as you summon on the banner. 30 tickets, you'll get 4 back. Usually it's 5, but it's a little annoying, but I guess okay. So you get 4 tickets back, so really you're spending 26 tickets for 30. because you'll get some more back, and then you can summon even more. You know, really good. All right, and then the Generations Festival. That's what the male rewards are. They gave us all the tickets and the skill coin there, which is nice. Alrighty, let's go into the store, shall we? Alrighty, so we've got a new relic over here, the Pursuit of Perfection. Almost perfect, only one hair out of place. Here's the annoying thing. I don't know what it does. Rawr, it means I love you and Dennis. No. I'm going to cut this right in here. Pursuit of Perfection, the relic that's in the new Ozai event store there. They actually have addressed it. Now it's connecting for some reason. Increase the attack and accuracy of all Team Azula allies by 30%. Does not stack with the same effect. Shield 20%, up to 35%. Max focus whenever the caster defeats an enemy. So yeah, if you want that relic there, this is what it does. It's in the mail and it's in the Discord. They'll fix it soon. So if you need that, there you go. So alright, back to the video. Sungi Horn, increase the max health. We've already gone through this. If you like, pause the video, you can read it or go into the store. That also helps. New Ozai Arts Orb. This is for the Thunder set, which is a critical chance set that will add penetrating damage at a 6 set. Very good for Parkour, I reckon. And even if not, maybe for Janchu. I said that in the update video, so we'll see. Couple of summon tickets, couple of Peace and Chaos tickets. I'm a little annoyed that they didn't just make this like 75 banners and then do 5 as well, so it's just the same. But okay, so you get 3 free tickets, or 3 tickets for doing 100 banners there, so 300 banners. And then this one is, that's a lot of math in my head, 375 tickets for the summon tickets. Skip tickets if you need those. Fruit pies. Some chaos speed upgrades. 5 banners isn't too bad. It's only for 5 though. Fire upgrade if you need any fire upgrades for Azula. And then your Spirit Cake, Cosmic Brush, and then the Legendary Arts Orb. So it's pretty simple, very similar to the In Search of Strength one. I think a lot of people, me included, is going to just be going for this, the Pursuit of Perfection. See what that does, and I would assume it's good. It's a 5-star. And then we've got the Triple Threat store as well. So you get these little Azula coins if you summon on the Triple Threat banner, and you get, I would assume, Mai, Ty Lee, or Azula. You get any of those, you'll get one of these coins. So if you get 3 copies, you can buy a copy of the characters. You know, 3's a bit high, but I suppose it's a Peace and Chaos banner. It makes a little bit of sense. Royal Planikin, Chaos and Royalty. So really, it's like only Azula. Maybe Dragon Dancer Zuko? I forget if he's... I don't think he's Royalty though, that's all. Permanently increase the speed by 20% for every 25% of health loss for the first time. 3 times per battle, so 25, 50, 75%. Grant 20% increased turn bar when the caster is part of a team combo once per turn. Okay, so if you call it a combo, you get your turn bar. Alright, that seems pretty good. Increasing speed. That'll be interesting. The Black Bouquet brings me back to the Black Parade days, am I right? Cap the damage of each attack received to no more than 50% of the caster's max health. Okay, that's cool. So, like, if they do, like, a big hit on you, it only does 50% of your max health. So it's not like if you get one shot, it won't one-shot you. This effect can only happen once per turn at each health threshold it triggers at. This effect is only active for the first 5 turns of battle. I suppose it would be a bit strong if it was just anything. Okay, that'll be interesting. Maybe you'll need to put like a lifesteal set if you want to use that, so that you can kind of bring your health back up, and then it'll fix you up a bit. Circus Line, remove 1 negative effect on each ally at the start of each enemy's turn, and increase the turn bar on the caster by 5% for each effect removed. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's a very good, like, new moon. If you remember the new moon, whenever you, at the start of your turn, you just remove a debuff, or it's like a high chance to remove a debuff. This one is at the start of each enemy's turn, it'll remove a debuff, and then the caster will gain a little bit of turn bar. Alright, that's not too bad. Mai's Sai, ooh, for Weapon Master. So, in all fairness, if it's Special Weapons Master, you could put this on Warpaint Soccer. Don't know why you would, but, you know, you could. Decrease the turn bar of all enemies by 3% for each debuff on the enemy when the caster attacks. Okay, probably not for Warpaint Soccer. He doesn't do a lot of debuffs. The Princess's Crown, Fire and Royalty. The caster gains immunity to attack stat, decreasing the effects for the duration of battle. That's pretty good already. 20% chance to gain an extra turn when the caster attacks. Okay, that's not too bad. Definitely better than the Fire Prince's crown. The Princess's crown is definitely way better there. Fire Nation Mongoose Dragon. Increase the speed of Team Azula heroes by 15%. That's pretty cool. And then the Fire Nation Imperial Soldier. Trained to defend and support the Fire Nation Royals. They know how to buff their Fire Nation allies and even aid them with self-sacrifice. This sounds really cool. This sounds like if one of your units gets knocked out, he will take the brunt of that force. So that'll be interesting to see. We don't get to see his kit, so we'll have to wait and see there. And then that's just for the Fire Crown event, the Generations Festival. In terms of everything else, they added the Fire Nation Mounted Soldier, which a lot of people got for free. But if you wanted one, you can get this. It's not really worth it. Gives crit damage to everyone. That's really like the main thing it does. But you know, it's cool, but it's not like I'm gonna spend the summon coins on it. And then we have the Fire Nation Komodo Rhino, which is going to increase the crit damage of your Fire Nation faction heroes by 15%. This is a support. So if you need Fire Nation support units, not too bad. It's probably, again, not really worth 10 coins. But if you really want one, they're available there. And then the boss battles, obviously we have a new boss battle. So we get these Azula coins down the bottom here. Those Azula coins that you use to get all these upgrades. As you can see, I've already bought summon tickets and that with my stuff. So make sure to do your Azula battles. And because I'm silly and I forgot to mention it as well, even though I said I was going to, which is classic me if you ask me, this is where you get your boss shard items as well. As you see, 1-to-1, so 100 apples, 100 boss shards, 100 fins, 100 boss shards, so on and so forth. So make sure to get these because the boss battles are not going to take any of those resources anymore. It's all going to be this stuff. So make sure to get these little crystal unagi heads when you can. And last but not least, we've got some extra Peace and Chaos tickets, 1,200 adventure points. This is all free-to-play stuff you can get if you do your daily paths every day. You'll get these Peace and Chaos tickets, so you can buy some of those, get some more summons. All right, let's go. Speaking of summons, let's go to the summons. All right, so I got a phone call, so we'll just cut that out. We've got the Mongoose Lizard here, Ty Lee, Azula, and Mai. And also, we got this Imperial Soldier. I was excited for these three for Team Azula. I'd say Imperial Soldier is probably the favorite one out of the banner. I like units and armor. I love that kind of stuff, you know. That's just me. So Imperial Soldier is what we're going for. And we've got the relics that were all in the store. We've gone through that already. So let's go through the kits. We've got Fire Princess Azula, Chaos, Fire Element, Fire Nation, Team Azula, and Royalty and Timeline, obviously. Brilliant Blaze. Deal blazing damage to a single target. Trigger the hidden skill Prodigy of the Pyre when the caster attacks when they have 2 or more stacks of charge. So she's going to have this charge mechanic, it looks like. Blazing damage. Inflict blue flame element on the enemy for 2 turns, ignoring resistance. Okay, that's cool. Blue flame. Might be a new element then. And Prodigy of the Pyre. Deal 2 hits of wounding damage. Inflict blue flame per hit. Gain 1 stack of charge for 3 turns. Okay, that's interesting. Inflict blue flame. Alright, so 2 hits, so 2 stacks of blue flame. 1 stack of charge. Wounding damage. Deals additional damage to all if 2 or more negative effects are active. So if someone has like speed down and defense down, you hit them with this and it's going to damage everyone else. Wonder if blue flame counts as a debuff. Something we'll have to test out, I guess. Azure Flame. Deal 2 hits of explosive damage to 1 target. Explosive damage, you know, like Rangi if you have her unlocked. You hit the front line, it hits everyone else, like all the sideline and the backline units as well. Inflict blue flame on all enemies for 2 turns, which is good. Increase the rank of blue flames on the target by 1 if the caster has 3 or more stacks of charge. So if you have 3 stacks of charge, increase the rank of your blue flame, which lets us know what it is over here. Take additional damage equal to 10% of your max health at the start of your turn. And increase damage taken by 25% and also reduces your defense by 15%. So not, it's very similar to the fire element debuff actually, so it's not too bad there. And then explosive damage, deal damage dealt to the front line, hits everyone. Yeah, we've already gone through that. Almost isn't good enough is a passive ability. Immune to negative effects, gain 2 stacks of charge whenever the caster attacks with their basic or advanced skill. Oh, so if you use any ability, you just get 2 stacks of charge, okay. Advanced skill becomes Azure Flame when 5 stacks of charge are present. It is Azure Flame. I think it's meant to be the, there's a swap over ability. I think it's meant to say Azure Assault, but anyway. And charge is you're going to gain 5% focus when earned. So when you earn your charge, you get 5% focus. Every ability she uses, she's getting 10. So think of it as she's getting 10% focus every turn, essentially. And then increase your speed by 5% for every stack. So it's going to be pretty good because Azure Assault deals shockwave damage to all enemies. Trigger the hidden skill Lightning Strike if 7 stacks of charge are present on the caster. This attack cannot be countered. Shockwave damage. Increased damage dealt based on the enemy's current speed stat and your speed stat. You're going to be increasing your speed a lot. I think you see where we're going with that. 50% chance to stun the backline enemy if this attack lands on the front or sideline. So if you hit the front or the sideline enemies, which are basically the only ones you can hit, you're going to stun the backline, which is kind of crazy. Lightning Strike. This is the ability right here. Remove positive effects and deal lightning damage to the enemy. Inflict shock for 2 turns. Lose all charge stacks. And lose all charge stacks. So once you get 7 stacks of charge, you use this ability. You're going to zap them with the thing, and you're going to do lightning damage and inflict shock. Doesn't tell us what shock is, so that's a little annoying, but that's alright. Lightning damage. Deal 100% of the target's max health as damage, ignoring defense and reduction. Yep. This is a one-shot ability right here. Kind of scary. It's basically going to be who can get the fastest Azula. Wow. I'm interested to see what shock does. But that's wow. Lightning damage is just a one-shot ability. And if you really think about it, it's going to take you like 3 turns to get to it. It's not very long to get there. So, get those Azulas up and speedy, am I right? So, Fire Princess Azula, very scary there. Now we've got Fire Nation Ty Lee, Peace Special, Fire Nation Team Azula, and Chi Blocker. Interesting. Aang Timeline. Basic ability, Sprightly Strikes. Deal 4 hits of counterforce damage to a single target. Grant evasion to Team Azula allies for 1 turn. Increase turn bar of all Team Azula allies by 5%. Okay. Counterforce damage will remove defensive buffs and heal self for every buff removed. Evasion is going to increase your chance of receiving a weak hit, so like you won't get like debuffed and stuff is what a weak hit will do, and it's less damage as well, which is nice. And then increase turn bar, we know what that does as well. All for Team Azula, that's the only problem, but all in all, not too bad. Dazzling Disarmament, deal 1 hit of expulsion damage, followed by 1 hit of impairing damage to 1 enemy and the backline target. Interesting. Inflict Chi blocked state on each enemy hit for 1 turn. Okay. Expulsion damage, remove 3 buffs, ignoring resistance. It's like Suki has on her advanced skill. Impairing damage, randomly decrease the speed for 1 turn. Focus or turn bar by 15% once per turn. So it's going to do one of those. Either reduce the speed, reduce the focus, or their turn bar. With impairing damage, so it's going to hit any enemy and the backline. So they really don't like the backline unit in this team, it looks like. And then Chi blocked state, advanced and combo skills become disabled, which is what I said would probably happen. And also, the target's damage is reduced by 75%. Not too bad. It's not even like reducing attack or anything, it's reducing damage. So that's not too bad there. Interesting kit already. And then her passive ability, you're not prettier than we are, and then a little winky face, of course. Grant immunity to turn bar and speed decreasing effects for 1 turn at the start of battle for Team Azula allies. Okay, so you can't remove their turn bar, can't reduce their speed. Not too bad. Increase turn bar of all Team Azula allies by 25% when any Team Azula ally falls below 50% health in battle. Once per Team Azula ally. Okay, so there's 3 Team Azula allies, obviously, which is your Azula, Ty Lee, and Mai. So that's a lot of turn bar gain. Might have to run Iroh if you want to do counters, it looks like, because there's a lot of turn bar stuff. So Iroh might be, just like Fire Nation Iroh might be a good counter. Interesting kit for Ty Lee. More like a debuffer unit. And then we've got Mai. This is the one we want. Chaos. Special Fire Nation Team Azula Weapon Master, which is crazy to think about. Aang Timeline. Basic attack. Swift Stilettos. Deal 4 hits of slicing damage to 1 enemy. Damage dealt increases by 100% if the target is in a positive stance or state at the start of the caster's turn. Interesting. Damage dealt increases based on the target's max health. So kind of like a tank buster almost, because like you're inflicting slicing damage, which is going to prevent bleeding. Inflict bleeding, which is preventing healing. And then if they're in a positive stance or state, you do extra damage. And then if they have high health, you do even more damage. So kind of like a tank buster move. That's kind of cool. Cynical Sigh. Oh, I think this used to say Sigh like the weapon. But it's just like, whatever. Deal 2 hits of shearing damage to one enemy. Inflicts a captured state on the enemy for 2 turns. Enters a dreary state for 1 turn, which I love. Damage dealt increased based on the target's max health. And this attack cannot miss. So if they have skill nullifier, it won't even matter, it'll still hit them. Shearing damage transforms 1 buff into a rank 2 special element if the target has a buff active. Okay. Kind of like how Monk does immolation damage. This is for special units. Captured state, you should know this if you have Bocina or Commander Zhao. Prevent the use of advanced combo and ultimate skills. Decrease the speed of the target by 30%. Dreary state. Reduce damage taken by Team Azula allies by 50%, which is not so. Enemies cannot enter a positive state. Wow, this is like, I don't know why they're trying to counter Kyoshi Warriors, but this is like countering Kyoshi Warriors because they are all about counter states. Excluding transformations, so things like Mind Aang going into Avatar state, that's a transformation, that's a different thing. The victory is boring. Enemies take additional penetrating damage when they heal if a debuff or negative effect is present, up to 4 times a turn. That's interesting. So if they heal, they just take more damage? Is that what that means? Wow, she does not like healing. The caster takes only weak hits for 1 turn if there are debuffs active on any enemy at the start of their turn. Wow. That's, yeah, only takes weak hits. Yeah, wow. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's pretty cool. Yeah, out of all of them, the one-shot's really cool on Azula. Mai's probably the most exciting one. Ty Lee, I'll probably have to play around with it and see how I go with it, but I think Mai's probably my favorite one still. That being said, then we've got our Imperial Soldier, Defense, Fire Element, Fire Army, Fire Nation, and Soldier, and Aang Timeline, obviously. Basic attack, Imperial Enforcement. Deal disarming damage to one enemy. Grant increased attack to Royalty Faction allies for 1 turn. That's interesting. And damage dealt increased based on the caster's defense stat. A little unfortunate because defense isn't really that good. Disarming damage, remove 1 offensive buff from the target and permanently decrease their attack and crit rate by 10% for each buff removed. So as you knock out their offensive buffs, like attack up, let's say, you're going to lower their attack as well as getting rid of that attack up, which is nice. Infernal Escort, what a name. Grant tenacity and increased accuracy to all Fire Nation allies for 2 turns. Okay. So tenacity is going to, reduce the duration of your effects, kind of like your Fire Nation Iroh. Increased accuracy means you're going to hit those debuffs much more effectively. For all Fire Nation allies, which is cool. Grant increased speed to all royalty faction allies for 1 turn. Okay. Instantly gain an extra turn. Wow. That's just buffs everywhere. And then last one, Royal Guard. Heal each Fire Nation ally for 25% of their max health at the start of the caster's turn if the caster is in the regen slot. Okay, so you want to put him in the regen slot. Grant invincibility to all Royalty Faction allies for 1 turn when the caster is defeated. Wow. So the healing is like, it's like if you're in the regen slot, you're healing everyone. And then if you knock them out, all Royalty Faction allies gain invincibility. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like this unit. I really like this unit. That's what I want to get him. 6 out of 6. Let's go. All right. Let's do it. We've got 25 tickets. Let's just do 25 tickets and see what we get. I'm going to say, will we get a Sunset first shot? No. We'll get an Imperial Soldier first, and then we'll go to Sunset. That's what I'm calling. Let's see what we get. Alright, that's fine if we get an Imperial Soldier. I don't think we got an Imperial Soldier. I'm pretty sure if you get any character, it shows up, so... That's a little annoying, but that's alright. Soccer. Who wants soccer? Alright, here we go. Another one, let's go. Sunset. Ah, that's fine. Oh, we didn't even get the Imperial Soldier for that. That's unfortunate. Tyro coins. That's how you know we're going to get it. Azula on this 5-drop. Let's go. I'm calling it right now. Azula on this 5-drop. 2 Tyro. 2 Tyro coins. Tyro coins for Azula. I could click it and it could be Azula. Alright, that's fine. I had you going there for a while, didn't I? You thought it. Alrighty. That's it. That's all we're doing for the banner. We're not going to waste too much on it. My goodness. Alrighty. All in all, very cool update. The Azula boss battle. Sorry, the Azula kit was really cool. Speaking of the Azula boss battle, we'll have a quick look at that, and then we'll also have a quick look at the new event that placed it open. Princess Azula. Get your little Azula coins and your Chaos beads. We'll be doing that later on stream, as I said before. And of course, we have to unlock the Glacial Temple with this little penguin. Let's unlock it now so I don't waste my stuff on everything else. And we'll go through that. So, lots of videos ahead in the future. Like, comment, subscribe. Throw that YouTuber plug at the end. And worst case, I might see you on the stream. Catch you around.